RT Linux is a real-time operating system which adds real-time capabilities to the standard Linux OS. Though reliable and powerful, Linux is not suited for handling real-time tasks because of the following reasons. Being a general-purpose OS, Linux aims at distributing CPU time equally among all tasks. Hence, it often happens that higher priority tasks are left waiting for low priority tasks to finish. Hard real-time tasks require to be released with a precision of microseconds. The Linux timer, however, has a resolution in milliseconds only. Processes in Linux are usually made non-preemptible to prevent simultaneous access to critical sections. As an extension of this, interrupts are often disabled to prevent any interference during the execution of processes. RT Linux helps to extend Linux to have real-time capabilities by decoupling real-time tasks from standard Linux tasks. This is done by introducing an abstraction layer between the hardware and the Linux OS. This layer is the RT Linux kernel. Thus, to the Linux kernel, this layer appears to be hardware. Real-time tasks run outside the Linux kernel. This layer acts as a scheduler for the tasks. Linux runs as one of the tasks scheduled by the RT Linux layer. It is assigned the lowest priority and thus runs as the idle task of the RT Linux layer. The RT kernel also handles interrupts. The interrupt handling mechanism will be explained. The disadvantage of timer resolution is overcome by using the interrupt on timer terminal count mode to get 1 microsecond precision. Any application which runs on RT Linux is scheduled in such a way that only tasks that have hard real-time constraints are scheduled as real-time tasks. All other processes run in the standard Linux kernel. In this way, real-time tasks are kept as simple as possible. The RT Linux handles interrupts by capturing all interrupts generated by hardware and releasing them to tasks based on certain conditions. So when the Linux kernel has interrupts disabled, when it disables interrupts, these are replaced by emulating software instructions, and rather than disabling the interrupts in hardware, a variable is set in the RT Linux kernel. In this case, when the hardware generates an interrupt, the RT Linux kernel captures it, checks if it's a real-time interrupt or not, and if not, it performs no operation. Hence, the disable interrupts command of Linux is overridden if an interrupt with real-time constraints arrives. Similarly, when Linux has interrupts enabled, a similar process is followed, and the interrupt service routine of the incoming interrupt is allowed to run only if no real-time task is pending or running right now. The, the programming model of RT Linux is by means of modules. Any user-defined task is compiled into a module. Compiled modules form kernel objects and are integrated into the kernel space. The init module function is run whenever the module is loaded into the kernel space, and the cleanup module function is to be run when the module is removed from the kernel. Almost all functionalities and tasks in RT Linux can be introduced or modified by means of modules. The real-time tasks thus share the same address space and reduce context switching overheads. While important modules such as the scheduler are to be loaded before the application is run, other modules such as those implementing tasks can be dynamically loaded into the kernel. Real-time tasks can be created using the POSIX API. All the API of the standard Linux kernel is also available to RT Linux. The programmer should, however, be careful while using the Linux API, as these were not meant for real-time tasks. For commonly used functions, however, real-time equivalents of standard Linux functions are present. For example, to make threads periodic, a non-portable function is provided, as using the Linux API for making periodic tasks is slower. Inter-process communication between RT and Linux tasks can be done using shared memories or by writing into FIFO buffers. RT Linux uses Linux to run its device drivers. Using the POSIX standard functions such as open, close, read, and write, the real-time kernel can access the driver. The real-time driver functions are directly mapped onto the Linux kernel functions. Device drivers can be created by creating files in the device directory of Linux. Using the RTL POSIX IO module, device drivers can also be loaded as modules into the kernel space. Using the RT-COM serial driver module, serial ports can be configured. Next, we see one of the most important functions of the RT Linux kernel. RT Linux schedules the real-time tasks along with the Linux kernel. The default scheduling policy is the preemptive fixed priority scheduling, with the Linux kernel running as the lowest priority task. Schedulers can also be loaded as modules into the kernel. Rate monotonic and EDF scheduling policies are popularly used. Schedulers can be operated in both periodic and one-shot modes. In a one-shot mode, the timer is reprogrammed at every interrupt to set the next interrupt time. In order to protect critical sections when multiple tasks are running, RT Linux provides mechanisms such as mutexes, semaphores, and spin locks. Priority inheritance protocol is primarily used. Since all tasks run in the same address space, we have to ensure that the user-written code is free from bugs, as a single error can cause the entire system to fail. The RTL debug module can be used to debug using GDB. Graphical GDB tools can also be used. Another method is to use a remote GDB server on the target machine and to run GDB on a host machine, and the two machines can communicate using the GDB serial protocol. Debugging can also be done using print statements, and various functions are available for this purpose. However, printing can only be done when the Linux OS gets a chance to execute, as shown in the diagram. Tracing can be done using the RTL trace module, and both user-defined and inbuilt breakpoints can be inserted. RT Linux described in this presentation is a co-kernel based approach making Linux suitable for hard real-time tasks. The RTOS described in this presentation is not to be confused with real-time Linux, which adds real-time capabilities to the Linux kernel itself. The RT Linux described here was acquired by Wind River Systems in 2007, and currently we could not find any support for the RT Linux.